Yo, what's good, guys? So some of you guys have asked me in the past how to figure out what your sound is or how to figure out who do you sound like as a songwriter. Great question. Today we're going to dive in. So if you're ready to tap in, you ready to lock in, let's go ahead and get to work. Salutes. All right, so figuring out your sound or figuring out who you sound like. Why is this even important? Well, because in your career, regardless if you're just getting started in music or you're someone that's considered a vet in the game, at some point in your career, someone is going to ask you the age-old question. Who do you sound like? Who are you influenced by? And honestly, there are a lot of artists that either don't know how to answer this question or they end up answering this question by saying, man, I don't sound like anybody. I don't sound like nobody. I got my own sound, which is interesting and funny that you would say that because that implies that you were able to do something that no one ever in music history has ever done, which is not sound like someone else. Every artist, regardless of what genre you're in, what style, whatever, every artist in some way, shape, or form is similar to another. That doesn't mean you're not different. That doesn't mean you're not unique, but you're not answering the question that people are actually asking you. And if you're being honest, if we're being real, artists reflect their influences. We really, really do. We often are inspired or are motivated by what we consider to be greatness, by what we consider to be awesome or unique or creative. That's just the truth. So to help you with this question, I need you to do something really fast. I either need you to grab a notepad real quick or open a note within your phone or something like that. And I need you to write down five artists or five bands that you are influenced by. 5 of those. And this is what I need. I need 2 of them. 2 of those artists, bands, producers, whoever, to be someone that you grew up with. You know, a group that you grew up with that you would consider like past or old school that you enjoy too. I want the other 2 to be current. I want the other 2 to be current artists. So there you go. You got 2 past, 2 current. And I want that last one. That you were influenced by. I need it to be something in which you're influenced not by their music, but by their style and their brand. Their style and their brand. Either that's the way that they talk, the way that they walk, the way that they answer questions, the way that their logo looks, the colors, the way that they do their album artwork, whatever it is. So I need 5 from you, and that will give you a good idea of who you're influenced by. That is the first thing I need you to do. Now, to figure out who you sound like and things like that, there are a few ways in which you can go about this. Now, the first and easiest way that I would recommend is checking your Spotify. For those of you that have Spotify for Artists and it is connected to your account, at some point when Spotify has enough data, when you go to your artist profile, there is a tab that says something along the lines of fans also like. And so this will give you a good idea of people that listen to this artist also listen to this artist, because in some way, shape, or form, there are similarities. So for example, if I'm on, let's just say J. Cole's, and I go to his fans also like, let's say Meek Mill's there. That's probably because there's a good percentage of people that listen to J. Cole that also listen to Meek Mill. And what I'm saying to you is be sure to check yours. Make sure that your Spotify for Artists is actually connected to your Spotify artist page so that Spotify can link up that data and give you a list of artists for yourself. So that's the first way that you can kind of figure out who you sound like or who people seem to compare you to. The second way to figure out who you sound like is honestly checking your circle, that being your friends, family members, coworkers, or the people that just listen to you on a regular basis or they genuinely enjoy your music. A good example of this that I have personally is a couple years back, like I really didn't know who I sounded like in regards to whether that's my style or flow, etc. And I had someone that is in my circle that just happened to say like, hey bro, like you remind me of Big Sean. Now for me, like I wasn't huge into Big Sean. Not that I didn't respect him as an artist, but I wasn't just huge into his music, so I wouldn't have known. I was just like, man, Big Sean, man, whatever. And then I went that week to listen to more of Big Sean's catalog as a whole, and I started to go, wait, I can kind of see the comparisons, whether it's the way like his aggression, the way that he attacked particular songs, his beat selections, and I could actually hear it. But someone that is an actual fan of him would have only known that. So what I'm telling you is talk to your circle, because you may find out that you may not be a fan of a particular artist, but you may find out that you sound similar to him or her or a particular band or a particular producer. So check your circle. And lastly, if you try these strategies and they don't work when it comes to answering that question that people give you of who you sound like, you know what you could ultimately do? You can answer it by saying who you're influenced by, because at the end of the day, that's really what people are asking you. Who are you influenced by? What genres or subgenres are you influenced by? Answer it that way, because then people get a good idea of, okay, so he or she was influenced by this person or this artist, by this singer. Okay, I'm getting a good idea of who they sound like, because that's really what they're asking at the end of the day. But anyway, as always, I want to make sure that I can help you guys in any way that I can. If this was helpful, be sure to drop it in the comments and let me know in the comments who you guys believe that you sound like, or who other people have told you that you sound like. And as always, be you, enjoy your life, and live authentic. Salutes to that. I'll catch y'all later.